Hi everybody.
Welcome back to the channel.
She wasn't paying attention last time.
Yes, I was.
Okay, so today what we're going to be doing is installing the Trailrax mounting system on the Jeep. Sorry, done that several times. The Trailrax mounts onto the rain guards, the rain gutters, and it goes underneath the hardtop. We put one on the other day just to see how it would fit before we did the video, and I'm already frustrated with the whole situation because A, the instructions are wrong, and it's a brand new product.
They're terribly written.
It's a simple install. I don't necessarily need the instructions, but when the pictures don't match what you're telling me to do, and I put this on my Jeep, my brand new Jeep, and it's scratching the rain guards and it's already caused damage, and we literally haven't even pulled it out of the garage yet. So I have some fixes to minimize damage on the rain guards, or the gutter guards, or the rain gutters, and underneath where the bracket goes on the hardtop. I have some solutions to fix that, but I shouldn't have to fix a problem. I haven't even done anything. Now, if I broke it, which is a high probability, then that's a completely different scenario. So we're gonna get into the install today. If you guys haven't already,
like and subscribe
to the channel. And tell us what you think. If you've used these or you haven't used them or you think they suck, whatever, just put something in the comments, hit the like button, and we're gonna get into the install. Okay, so what came with the Trailrax mount is this bracket, and this is where the Rotopax mounts actually go. You have these two, I guess you want to call them posts, that you hang on to the Jeep. The bracket mounts to those two posts. And then these pieces are what go on top of the rain guard. So they go on there like that. And this piece down here is what's causing the damage on the rain gutter guard thing. And then this is what goes up underneath the hard top. They send you two larger bolts with lock nuts that go down through the top. And then you have these ones that are kind of like trim pieces almost, that just cover the additional holes that you have. For it, what you're gonna need, I got a 3/8 ratchet. I have a 1/2 millimeter socket and a 7/16 socket. You're gonna need an Allen wrench too. They don't tell you that. You're definitely going to need, I have a 7/16 wrench that I use to hold it while I'm tightening everything. They don't tell you what you need, that you need that. I know that sounds so minimal and probably kind of annoying, but it's kind of annoying that it's not right when it came shipped to me and they don't tell me how to do it and I just had to figure it out. So that's what we have now. The Rotopax themselves are separate. They don't come with it, but I did buy the water ones because we are going on a trip this week out to Utah and southern Utah, and we have those big 5-gallon jugs of water. I looked over here because it's over there. So we have the big 5-gallon jugs of water, but they take up a lot of space on the interior of the Jeep. These hold 2.5 gallons apiece. So that is 5 gallons. Well, it says 7.5 liters. So 2 gallons a piece. So that gives us a total of 9 gallons, plus our new little shower thing that I got. That was for my wife. That holds an additional 2 gallons, and that'll just be for rinsing dishes, taking little mini showers and things like that. All right, so because these don't fit properly, you have to use, well, I've chosen to use a rubber mini sledge to get them in. So this is kind of what I'm talking about, where it shouldn't be like that. I mean, all they have to do, I could drill them out a little bit more to make them fit, but I'm frustrated and I can get it to fit that way. So then this mounts here. Those holes are drilled out exactly right. It slides right on there nice and easy. So unless they're just doing it for some other reason, I don't know. And then you repeat that same process on the other side of the mount. And then you're ready to start test fitting it, almost. You want to make sure you put your Rotopax mounts on first, because if you don't, you're not, well, you can. The first time we put them on, we put them on after we had the mount attached to the Jeep, but it's a lot easier if you just do it before and then it fits right on there. So you just take your 5/16, I believe it is, bolt, and it's got a 1/2 inch head, and you just get that on there. Before you mount it on to the Jeep, they have these little bumpers and these little bolts, and you put these on there so when you're riding down the road or down the trail, it's not bumping into the Jeep and causing damage. This is pretty simple. They go right on, and everything fits perfectly on that. And that's what you're going to need your Allen wrench for, is it has a little Allen head space in there, and I believe it's a 4 or a 3. So now you have these little brackets, and it's actually threaded in here for you already. So I don't know why I put those on there. Don't need them. So it's already threaded for you, and you just go ahead and slide that down in there. And this is what, you just get them kind of snug. You're gonna come back and tighten them down once you get it onto the Jeep. Now this is the 7/16, not the, for the, yeah, 7/16. Now here it says it only calls for you to have one nut and bolt on here. I'm not entirely sure why that is. The other side I did put 2, and I think now that I have the nuts I thought I was missing, I'm going to put 2 on this side as well, because I mean, might as well just put 2 on there. So if you look, our fix for this, for the issue that we're having with the damage to the rain gutters, is we're gonna put the soft side of double-sided Velcro on the top of both of these, this top piece, as well as down in here, to keep from having any damage while this is moving around while we're bumping down the trail. So that's going to be our fix. I thought I had double-sided Velcro. Can't find it.
God, the sun feels good.
I know. I know it. We're ready. Okay, so this is the part that I don't love. Because I don't have the double-sided Velcro, I'm just gonna put it up there. And it should slide right on there. Okay, and then these come up under, and you basically cinch those up and tighten these down, and that's what pulls everything together. Now your Rotopax are gonna go here. So the mistake I made on the other one was putting it on and not being able to open the door, but our doors are locked anyways. But it'll block right there, so you gotta make sure this is back far enough for that door to be able to open. But in our case, we have to make sure we're not too far back to obstruct the rhino rack. So, I mean, we have very little clearance there. I'm not sure if you switch it around if you get better clearance. Nope, it's actually worse. So, just make sure you watch out for that, because you'll open it and bang your door. But now that you have everything on, you kind of just go around and tighten these up, and it pulls everything together. It's really up to you how tight you want to make it. I don't know how tight I want to make it yet, because last time it scratched up the Jeep pretty bad. And when you just purchase something, you don't want it to break. Okay. Now I'm going to tighten these up, and then I'm going to pull everything together with these top ones. Make sure we're good on our spacing. Think that's good or no?
Yeah.
Where's the keys at? It's going to be close. We were able to get both sides to fit, and the door opens and shuts okay. Didn't bolt those down all the way, but that's the water side. And then obviously I put the gas on the gas side, and the door opens up on this side as well. So like I said earlier, we are taking off and heading to Utah. If you guys want to follow along on that trip, I'll put our Instagram right here. We'll be updating that probably every single day while we're out there. If you guys haven't, like and subscribe. We appreciate everything. Thank you so much. And we're going to give these a shot out on the trail, and we'll let you know how they go.